Hello guys, welcome. This is Valerie from Victory Yoga. Welcome to your weekly practice. This week we are doing a whole body flow, working from the top of the head to the toes. We're going to get started straight away into a wide leg child pose. So take your time, but make your way into your child pose. The knees are about mat wide, big toes untouched, and we want to have them touching. And we're extending the hands and the arms as far forward, dropping your forehead down. And we're going to stay here for 3 deep breaths, just to allow ourselves to ground here. This is a great pose to do whenever you feel like your mind is a little bit fidget, whenever you feel like you need a little nurturing pose or a little break. You can bring your awareness to the point of contact of your forehead against the floor. And with every exhale, we're trying to let our body become a little bit heavier. Our hips get closer to our ears, our arms get heavier. And then slowly from here, we're just going to rock our weight forward to our cobra, sphinx pose. So we're just going to shift our weight forward, extend the legs back. Finding one quick sphinx pose here. From here, we're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in, gaze forward, maybe having a little tuck of the chin to lengthen the back of your neck. With the exhale, we're coming all the way down to the floor. Bring your hands on each side of your rib cage. Take a deep breath in. Find your baby cobra, lifting up. Release the hands off the mat and squeeze the elbows behind you. Exhale, relaxing down. One more baby cobra, lifting up. Beautiful. And we release down, and as we release, we're going to bring the fingertips wider than the mat on the floor. The elbows are high. Take a deep breath in, press into the fingertips to lift your chest up. With the exhale, we're going to swirl left and right all the way down to the floor. And then we're going to do that once more. Take a deep breath in, lift up. Exhale, release down all the way down. Slowly relaxing, maybe the head move left and right as you release. Beautiful. Bring your hands back in. Find your downward dog from here. So come onto your knees first. We're going to tuck the toes and lift the sitting bones towards the sky. First downward dog of the day. We're trying to take it easy. Maybe you want to have a little bit of bending one knee at a time to bring one heel down, paddling your dog. Nice. One more breath in here. With the next exhale, we're going to bend the knees and look between our hands. And we're going to inhale back into our downward dog. We're going to do that twice more. Bend the knees, look between your hands. Maybe the knees comes a little bit closer to the mat this time. And downward dog. Last round, bend the knees, gaze forward, and downward dog. From here, we're going to inhale and raise the right leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Flex your foot. Tiger curl in and drop the foot between your hands to find your runner's lunge. Drop your back knee down on the floor, untuck your toes, and then we lift into our low lunge, so lifting arms up towards the sky. Now you've got the option to have your weight onto the leg that is on the floor, onto your left leg, or maybe you want to start soaking your hips forward, release down. Important that the knee's not going further than your foot, so we want to try to have the upper leg upright. We want to avoid this to happen to protect the knee. Okay? Beautiful. We're here for one more breath. Maybe we release the hands behind the back, interlock the fingers. Tucking your toes just to stretch the foot, and then we extend the fingertips towards the hands towards the floor to open your heart and maybe gaze up. Nice. Releasing the hands onto the floor on each side of your right leg. Lift your back knee and raise the right leg up towards the sky into your three-legged dog. Release into your downward dog. Perfect. Straight away, we're going on to the other side. Deep breath in, left leg goes up. Tiger curl in, and we're going to drop the foot between our hands, runner's lunge. And then from here, we're going to drop the back knee down on the toes. We're going again into Jayasana, or low lunge, lifting up. Same principle here. You can decide to stay a bit low, higher onto the right knee, or you can decide to soak your hips forward, relax, and feeling the nice stretch into the front of your thigh, trying to keep your core engaged. One more breath. If you want to, you can bring the hands behind your back. As you do so, tuck your back toes, interlock the fingers, reach the hands down to lift your heart up. Gazing up. Release the hands down on each side of your front leg, and then we're going to lift the back knee and raise the left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Nice. Find your downward dog again. 2 deep breath here, trying to lift your sitting bones a bit higher, maybe bend the knees a bit more to lift, find some length into the spine, and then drop your heel back down. Next, exhale, bend the knees, look between your hands, and start taking a little step towards the front of your mat. Finding a fold forward at the front of our mat. Relaxing the top of the crown towards the floor. Maybe you wrap your arms around. Maybe you swing left and right. Maybe you bounce up and down. Releasing the fingertips on the floor, find a halfway lift. And relax. Coming all the way up to standing, unroll your back, lifting up, raise the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, hands in front of your heart, Samastiti. Okay, we're going to start moving to one round of sun salutation to warm up your body. Breathing in, raise the arms up towards the sky. With the exhale, tuck your chin in, come all the way down to the floor. Halfway lift, straight spine. And then plant your palm and step back into your plank. Take a deep breath in here. With the exhale, we rock forward. You may want to drop the knees down for the first chaturanga. You stay on your toes if you prefer. Coming halfway down, chaturanga. Inhaling into either baby cobra or full cobra, or if you're ready for upward dog. And we meet into our downward dog. Okay, 2 deep breaths here. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, look between your hands, and stepping or jumping towards the front. Halfway lift, straight spine. Release down, Uttanasana. Coming all the way up to standing, reaching high, hands up, and release in front of your heart. Beautiful. Okay. Open your feet about hip width distance, palm facing towards the front. Roll your shoulders back and down and close the eyes. Just taking 3 deep breaths here to reground before we start moving through our today's flow. Coming back from relaxation, we're going to slowly start opening the eyes, and then we're going to start moving through our flow. So find the front of your mat. We're going to open the legs about 5 or 6 feet distant apart, and then we're going to have the front knee bend, the back leg extended. The palms are facing down. We're gazing towards your right middle finger, so gazing towards the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in. We're on to Warrior 2. If you want to deepen the asana, you can bend the front knee to go a little bit lower, and that will be more challenging. Okay, take a deep breath in here. Relax your shoulders down. Beautiful. Flip your front palm. We're going to reverse warrior. Lift the right hand up towards the sky. With the exhale, we're coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So extend the front leg completely. Reach towards the front with your right hand, and then dropping that hand down into the inside of your leg. Left arm goes up towards the sky. Finding a triangle pose. Nice. One more breath here. And then we're reversing triangle pose. Lift the right hand up towards the sky. As we do so, we're going to bring the right toes 45 degrees with our mat and the back foot 45 degrees. We're going to release the hands back down on each of our body. We're going into goddess pose, so breathe in, arms up. With the exhale, we're bending the knees 90 degrees, as close as possible to 90. The feet are pointing out, and so are the knees. And then the arms can come down into cactus arm. We're going into some side stretch of the body into our goddess pose. So right forearm on top of your right leg. Bring your left hand up and over. Reach towards the side as much as you can. And then we're going to go up and over to the other side, breathing in, and exhale, releasing the other way around. One more on each side. Lift up, and release. Nice. And then we lift up, and release the other way around. Okay. Coming back towards the center into our goddess pose. Maybe you lower yourself down a little bit more. And then we go up, bring everything up. And then we come back into warrior 2 towards the front of our mat. Beautiful. One more breath in here. Take a big step forward to find the front of your mat. Hands in front of your heart. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So keep facing the front of your mat. This time, take a big step back with your right foot. So the left leg is towards the front. Front knee bend, back leg active. Try to lift the inner arch of your back foot to plant the outer edge of your foot, and the arms are parallel to the floor. Gazing towards your left middle finger this time. Have a quick look down. You should be able to see your left big toe. So trying to rotate your left knee out. Flip your front palm, reverse the warrior, lift the left hand up towards the sky. With the exhale, we're going to extend the front leg completely. We're going to triangle pose, so reach towards the front first, and then release the left hand down. You can have it on the shin of the inside of your foot, and the right arm goes up. We're trying to gaze up, trying to keep the side of your body long, both the left and the right side. Reverse triangle, so lift the left arm up towards the sky. Take your time, slow movement, breathe in. As we do so, as we come back down, we're going to bring the left toes in, and then we're going to bring the hands on top of our hips. Breathe in, bring your chest up. With the exhale, wide leg fold forward. We're coming all the way down to the floor. Pasarita fold, release top of the crown towards the floor. Release the hands down if you want. And then bring your left hand into the middle of your mat. Raise the right arm up. One inhale, square the hips. Release with the exhale. We're going the other way around. Breathing in, left arm goes up. Breathing out. Bring the left hand onto the outside of your right leg or your right knee. Breathe in, raise the right arm up. Deepen the twist. Relax the right hand onto the outside of your left leg. And finally, left arm goes up. And then we release. Nicely done. Walk your hands towards the front of your mat. We're going back into warrior two where we started. For one inhale and exhale. Land into that warrior two. And then when we're ready, big step forward with the right leg to come back to the front of your mat. Okay, we're going to move to one floor from here. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Exhale, finding a fold forward, coming all the way down to the floor. Halfway lift, straight spine. Plant your palms, step or jump back, vinyasa. So we're finding our chaturanga. You can drop your knees if you want to. If not, rock forward. Come halfway down chaturanga. Upward dog with the inhale. And downward dog with the exhale. Lift your sitting bones. Okay, 2 deep breath in here. In the next exhale, we bend the knees, look between your hands. Step, jump, or float through a sitting pose. Nice. We're going to bring the sole of our feet together. We're going into butterfly pose. Bring your back upright. And then here we got different options. You can have the hands interlock and bring them onto the outside of your feet. Take a deep breath in, raise your chest up. With the exhale, we're finding a fold forward. So trying to bring your chest down towards our feet. And then you can try to pull on your feet. If you'd rather keep a hold of your ankle and press and pull yourself down, you can. So it doesn't matter which variation you want to take. Nice. One more breath here. And then we're slowly coming back up. Nice. We're going to go into one more vinyasa from here. So we've got the sole of our feet together. You can cross your leg, bring your hands on the floor, and then step or jump back into your plank. Rock forward, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Take a deep breath in, right leg goes up towards the sky. We're going to tiger curl in, drop the foot between our hands. Nice. Finding a runner's lunge for one inhale. And then we're going to bring the left knee towards our chest. We're going to standing pose. So ground your right foot. And then we're lifting the left knee up and the arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to find a tree pose. So we're going to use your hand to bring the foot either in the inside of your thigh, or if you want in the inside of your calf muscle. If you prefer, you can have it into the inside of your ankle. Doesn't matter which variation you want to take. So we want to have either the leg above or below the knee, but not straight on the knee. The hands can be on each side of your body, or in front of your higher prayer position, or above your head. Finding something that is not moving, would be in the front of you or on the ground. If that's easy, you can close your eyes. And finding that balancing with the eyes closed is a little bit harder. And then releasing the hands down. Beautiful, knee towards the front. And then we're going back where we started. So we're going to release the hands back onto the floor. Keep the left leg up if you can. And then extend the left leg back as far back as you can. Runner's lunge. Ground your hands. Right leg goes up towards the sky. Find your plank or three-legged plank. We move to a chaturanga. If you prefer staying into downward dog, you can. If you want to move to chaturanga, rock forward, lower down, upward dog, and downward dog. And then from here, we're going to go on to the other side. So take a deep breath in and raise the left leg up towards the sky. Tiger curl in, drop the foot between your hands. Okay, find a runner's lunge, and then we're going to start bringing the right leg towards our chest, slow movement. And then we start finding a standing pose. Right knee up, hands up. Now we're finding our tree pose again. So use your hand to bring your foot either into the inside of your thigh if you can, or in the inside of your calf or ankle. We're here again for a few deep breaths, hands in front of your heart, or above your head, or on the side of your body. Okay. Last deep breath here. And bring your knee towards the front. We're going to release the hands down as we kick the right leg back to land into our runner's lunge. Ground your hands and then left leg goes high. Find your plank or three-legged plank. Last chaturanga if you want. Last flow. Upward dog. And downward dog. Last downward dog of the day. So take a few deep breaths in here. If you want to find some movement or if you prefer stillness, that's totally fine. And as we exhale, bend the knees, look between your hands, and step, jump, or float through a sitting pose again. With the legs extended in front of us. This time we're going to keep the left leg extended and bend the right knee as if we're coming into a half butterfly pose. The right knee is pushing down as low as we can. Bring your torso facing the leg that is extended. Breathe in, lifting up. With the exhale, finding a fold forward, releasing down and grabbing, if you can, the outside of your foot, of your legs, or maybe your big toe. We want to have our gaze face towards the left big toe. And just finding an easy fold forward here. Relaxing with every exhale, we're trying to lower yourself down a little bit more. Use your breath. Coming back up with the inhale, take your time. We're going to go on to the other side. So swap your legs, right leg extended and left knee bent. Take a deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, tuck your navel in and come all the way down to the floor. Gazing towards your right big toe again. One more breath. And then coming back up. Nice. Okay, we're going to go into a stretch that is a little bit more challenging. So we want to be facing the side of our mat, and we want to have the legs as wide as we can. Where we're going to go in, we're going to do a wide leg fold forward. So from here, if you've got tight hips, you're more than welcome to use a block and sit a block, both sitting bones on the block for this one. That will help you elevate your hips. That'll be a little bit easier to maintain. So we want to have the toes flexed, so pointing towards the sky, and maybe even trying to rotate out. So rotate the toes towards the outsides to open our hips. What's important in here, we're trying to have the pelvic tilted forward. So we're trying, if we can, to avoid to be kind of like sitting onto our lower back. So we're trying to really push our hands and push our hips forward. So then we're sitting more on our sitting bones. Okay, maybe just staying here is enough for you. You might feel it in your groin, you might feel it in your hips, you might feel it even in your knees or the inside of your legs. If you want to find a fold forward here, you can bring your hands towards the front. Take a deep breath in, find some length, and with the exhale, start folding forward very slowly. Maybe you come onto your forearm, maybe you come all the way down, depending on your flexibility. Just taking a few deep breaths here. allowing yourself to relax, release. Maybe with the next exhale, you can go a little bit lower. This one, the key is breathing. The more you relax into with your exhale, the lower you can go. Coming back up very slowly, doing great. Take your time, slow movement. Grab the outside of your knees with your hands and just rock back, draw your knees in. And we're just gonna find a little ball position, wrapping our arms around and forehead down. 2 deep breaths. From here, we're going to find ourselves laying down on our back. So you can rock back and forth a few times if you want. If you want to just relax on your back, this is also an option. We're just going to bring our knees to our chest to start with. The first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to go into an inversion. So there's 2 different variations here. If you got the shoulder stand or any other inversion you practice, you want to have a play with it, you can. What I'm going to ask you to do is to grab either a block if you have a block. If you have a cushion or a blanket, you can. If you do not have a block or a blanket, you're going to just have your hands under your lower back, kind of joining the index and thumb together. So we're going to lift our hips, place the block onto our lower back. And then from here, we're just going to elevate the legs up. So you can have them bend. They're going to be a little bit easier. If you want to extend them all the way up, depending on your flexibility, you can have them extended. You might need to have a bend into the knees. And then you can do whatever variation you want with your arms, whether you have them on each side of your body or maybe even over your head. We want to have the palms facing up and just relaxing here, closing the eyes. Shouldn't feel any pinch onto your lower back. If you feel a pinch, that means maybe the block is not the right spot, so you may need to drop your legs down and maybe move the block a little bit higher or lower to find wherever it is that it doesn't hurt. And just take big breaths and close the eyes. Last deep breath here. And then slowly we're going to drop the legs back down on the floor. We're going to release the block. Place it on the outside, just next to you. And we won't need it again. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Going to find one variation of bridge. So dropping the feet down on the floor. Make sure you can touch your heel with the tip of your fingers. Take a deep breath in, lift the hips high. And then your favorite variation here. So you can either stay here if you want to bring your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders under to lift a little bit higher. We're here for 2 more deep breaths. Nice. And then from here, very slowly releasing the hands, the shoulders, the back, all the way down. We're going to have the knees touching, but open the feet mat wide or even wider than your mat if you want. Arms on each side of your body. Take a few deep breaths here. Just allowing yourself to reground and relax. Then we're going to bring the left knee towards your chest and extend the right leg all the way down. Right hand goes onto the outside of the right knee. Find an easy twist. So drop the left knee towards the right side and open the opposite arm, so the left hand, as wide as you can. Come back towards the center gently. We go the other way around. So extend the left leg down, the right knee up, left hand on the outside of your right knee, and drop towards the left side. Try to have the shoulders flat on the floor. back towards the center. Last round, bring your knees in. Tuck your forehead towards your knees and tuck into a tiny little ball. Squeeze everything in. Use your hand to pull your knees in. And then we're going to relax into our Shavasana. Open the legs about mat wide. Hands on each side of your body. And then finding a final relaxing pose here. Allow everything to drop. Allow everything to completely surrender and relax into this pose. Trying to remain still, trying to resist any temptation to move. As the more still you're going to be, the more this pose is going to be restorative for you, the better it will be for you. Very slowly from here, I will invite you to take deeper breath in to your belly. See if you can lengthen your breath in and your breath out. See if with the next inhale you can push your navel out a little bit more. And with the exhale, let it drop back in. Let your body become heavier. And slowly bring awareness back into our body by wiggling our fingers and our toes. Maybe circling your ankle, your wrist. Bring your palms together, interlock your fingers. Give yourself a big stretch. Bring your hands over your head, palms facing away from you, and stretch from the tip of your toes to the tip of your fingers. Extend your body as much as you can. And release and roll onto the right side of your body. Keeping your eyes closed if you can. Taking one deep breath here. And then slowly we make our way back up to a sitting pose. Take your time. Slow movement. Any sitting pose you feel comfortable in, as long as your back is upright, shoulders back and down. Bring your hands in front of your heart center and take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, letting go. Another deep breath in. Gently bow your head down, open your eyes, gazing at the tip of your fingers. Invite gratitude into your day, into your practice, into yourself. Feeling grateful toward your body, your mind, and your spirit. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My name is Valerie from Victory Yoga. And then I wish you a beautiful day. Until next time, bye-bye.